The first rule for the table topic is that you have from 1 to 2 minutes to speak when you are called or when you volunteer. I will be helping out you with some signs. At 1 minute, you will receive the green sign from me. At 1:30, you will receive the yellow sign from me. And at 2 minutes, you will receive the red sign from me. It means that you have to wrap up and stop speaking. For the evaluations, we usually have up to 3 minutes, but basically today is the only evaluation in the table topic evaluation. So we will count 30 minutes for the table topic master evaluation, and then 30 seconds for the table topic the master, and 30 seconds per each participant. Let's keep the time. We have around 40 minutes left till the end of the meeting. So let's keep the time going, but also be aware of the time to finish on time. Thank you.
Thanks, Natalie, for reminding all us about this. And also I want to ask our grammarian for today, Nataly Parubocha, to remind us again about word of the day.
Hello again. And yes, I'm the grammarian for today, and I'm going to keep track of your grammar, and I will deliver the report with all the pros and cons, and I will tell you about the best, about the greatest examples of your expressions you use, and about something that you may probably improve and speak better. And the word of the day I would like to remind you about is the word that is called character, and I'm going to repeat it in our chat. Please find it. Please see it in the chat. Actually, the word of the day, you heard it during the workshop, and you use it. And the character, of course, it is the person in a novel, play, or film. And this is why I have chosen it. And it is, the meaning of this word, and it means that mental or moral qualities of the person. So when you are talking about the character of a nation or the character of a person, it also can be used during your speeches. So I wish you great speeches, and to use, and another piece of advice, to use the grammar better and not to make grammar mistakes, but better relax and concentrate at the same time. So concentrate on what you are talking about and what you are going to say next, and you will make less mistakes. Thank you very much, and see you soon.
Thanks, Natalie, for reminding us about all our character of Toastmaster, character of a table topic session. And today we have table topic session Tetiana Kiforishina from ArtTalkers. I will give her stage very, very soon, but just remind that today we also have two table topics evaluators. The first one is our friend from Australia, Alicia from the Standard Beers. She will evaluate Toastmaster and the first 6 participants. And the second one is also our friend from Japan, Kazumi Vatanabe from Naniwa Toastmasters Club, and she will evaluate all participants after the 6. I will make a Google form so everyone can vote for the best table topic speeches at the end of the meeting. So I encourage you to take part in this TT session and to really improve all our storytelling and public speaking skills together. So please, Tetiana.
Hello, dear ladies and gentlemen. Today I will be your table topic master, and I have very simple question, but I think sometimes, so please answer my questions. I will do that table topic session, and you must know body and conclusion. So please you can tell from seconds to 2 minutes. This is optimal for answering our questions and for information which you would like to tell us. So my first question, the full quotation of Oscar Wilde: if you don't like to read the book over and over again, there is no sense in reading it at all. Please share with us your favorite book, which maybe impact your life, maybe which impact others' life, and which you like to admire, and which can cause in your life some positive and nice influence. Please share with us. Please raise your hand. Me to hear. Me to show you. Me to me to help you to answer this question. Well, if there is no people who want to ask, who want to answer, I would just ask Vova Ukrainets to answer this question.
Well, frankly speaking, I like a lot of books to read, and I cannot even say that I have one particular book to read. But if you noticed one of my latest posts in Facebook, which I dedicated to such a city like Zbarash, but I omitted that visiting this city, though virtually, was impressed by the book of a Polish actor Henryk Sienkiewicz, With Fire and Sword. It is about the liberation war of 1648 till 1657, leading by Hetman Bogdan Khmelnytsky. It shows us through many events of this war, the four initial battles after such places like Zhovty Vody, Korsun, Pilyavtsi, and the final battle of this book is under such city like Zbarash. When the description of all these battles and all those events is also mixed up by the fictional events like fighting of two men for the love of one woman. And I also watched the movie, and the movie was brilliant, especially when the hero of Hetman Bogdan Khmelnytsky was played by the brilliant actor, the historical hetman, like he was called. It's our Ukrainian actor Bogdan Stupka. He's brilliant. He is like, I don't know, he's a legend of our Ukrainian cinema. And it is in this book, and I also want to reread the book. I have it in Ukrainian language, and I will read it in the future. So I want to say, to quote again the end of my post: read the books, watch movies about our past to create a better present and future. So have a nice watch, nice reading, and glory to Ukraine.
Thank you very much, Vova. It was really brilliant. It was very nice and very good advices about books and others. And my next question would be, some people like rock music, some people like pop music. Especially me, I like Britney Spears, early Britney Spears. Some people doesn't like her, some people admire you. And what kind of music do you think which can help you to invite or help you to enjoy the life? could you please share your secrets? Because there are a lot of music, especially me during the war. I couldn't listen anything except sometimes classical music, and it helped actually. But what about you? Could I ask Jasmine to answer this question? Jasmine, please unmute yourself.
Yeah, because I'm not a very music person, so I think can you ask some other people to ask this question, to answer this question? Hi.
Hello. Yes, Jasmine.
I
We are
say
here.
I'm not a very music person, so I think okay, can you ask another person to answer this question? I will answer the following one.
You can answer okay. I understood that somebody else was also wanted to answer. Yes.
Nataly, Parubocha reason can't. Yeah, you can ask her.
Okay, sure.
Right. When I was a teenager, I listened to rock music, only rock music, and I didn't accept anything else. And then Britney Spears appeared. Britney Spears was everywhere. And you know what? Sometimes it was sin. It was sin, but I was listening to Britney Spears and I enjoyed it. You drive me crazy. And so on, and many other things. Of course, yes, I did it again. And I was doing it again and again. No one of my friends knew that. No one of my friends could blame me for that. And about 5 or 3 years ago, I quit with music at all. So many things to do, Toastmasters, speeches, preparing for the roles, inviting people to the roles because I'm the VP Ed. No time for the music. But about 2 months ago, my sister sent me the link that has changed my life. The music for cats. I have a cat. And you know what? It is war in Ukraine. I'm in Kiev. I was listening to all that bombs and sounds of shelling. I was at stress, and my cat as well. He was at stress. And my sister sent me that link with the music to make cats calm. And you know what? I cannot estimate whether my cat enjoys that music or not. But me personally, I enjoy it so much. It relaxes me so much. And I can concentrate and relax and I can do everything I want. I can type a text. I can create a story. I can invite people. And sometimes I can even make up a great speech. So there is another thing I discovered. Not only the music for cats, but there are some videos for cats. Just try to watch them. They're really amazing.
Thank you very much, Natalia, for such a brilliant answer. I am sure we were absolutely astonished by this information. And I would ask also another person to answer this question, if Jasmine would like to answer. Sure. Well, if yes, please.
You ask me, is it possible I ask, I say I'm not a music question. You want me to answer, then I answer the previous question. Is that all right? The reading book.
Oh, I can ask you another question. I have surely the bunch of questions. Okay. And my next question would be, if you have $1 million or a proposition to be magician and to have any kind of magician thing, maybe some talent, maybe to see the future, maybe to see the past, maybe to read somebody's mind, maybe other things, what would you change, magic or money?
Okay, suppose now I have a talent for the future, whether magic or for money. I'm sure that I don't have a magic, but then it's suppose I have $1 million. How am I going to do with this $1 million? So $1 million, maybe we can say, depends on where we are. $1 million in Malaysia is a very, very small money now, because just one house is going to cost about 600,000. So 1 million now in Malaysia now, it really cannot really survive. So 1 million depends on where we are, we talk about. But then I think if we have 1 million, if we are really talking about our futures, the magic, what is the magic? The magic is we have to make our money to make money. That means this is called another magic. Like, you know, we all talk about the compound interest. The compound interest is we can make the money grow by grow by grow. So this is called, you grow the money in the passive way, so that we don't keep on earning money in using our hand. We need to earn money to use while we are sleeping. So this is the magic that we are talking about, which allow us, we didn't realize that this is magic we can play by ourselves. By looking for a good consultant, we can sure to make our money become a magic, to make ourselves better. And on top of that, we can make ourselves a better character person. So we can use our money to help people who are poorer than us, or who are less fortunate than us, which when we are creating a better world, we are also creating the magic for this society. So all of us here, we grow the money and help ourselves and help the society. Our society will be very, very beautiful, and all of us can be of really good characters. So in this way, we are showing our magic for the future. Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine. It was really nice answer. And my next question would be, many people like to swim, to see the sea, to see the ocean. And many people like to see mountains, because in mountains, they sometimes feel they belong to. And what about you? Which option will you choose? If you have the option to visit mountains or sea? And I would like this to hear answer to this question from Eric Halliwell.
Hello, everybody. So this is a classic one, sort of mountains or oceans. The natural answer would be both, right? Is that what you're asking me?
Well,
Yes.
I ask you, which you like more? What would you choose if you had an option, mountain or sea, for example, for vacation?
Yes, right. So that's very common when we think about it. I say the natural answer would be both, but if I have to choose one, it would be the mountains. Why? The mountains, to me, give me a feeling of infinite possibility of both highs and lows. The ocean is interesting in that the waves come in and it's sort of an information flow coming into you. But there isn't as much possibility to me with that versus the mountains. It's sort of like just listening to somebody talk. The mountains is more an exploratory for me, where I can rise and fall with it. And there's always a higher peak and there's always a lower low. So it's a lot like life. We transcend through that like we're going over a mountain range. We have our highs and we have our lows. The ocean just has a simple narrative that goes on and on. Maybe the flow of it is a little bit faster when the waves are a little bit higher, or maybe a little bit lower, but we always don't know. We don't know what's out there. It's dangerous on the other side. It doesn't feel like it's quite as attainable to us, whereas a mountain peak sounds like it's very attainable. You know, we go up and we achieve it, and then we try to seek for the next goal, and we're going to have some challenges in between. So I've always related better to the mountains. I've been a trekker before. It's just quite something when you get to the top, when you think you can't challenge yourself anymore and you achieve what you thought wasn't possible. So definitely mountains for me. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Eric. And my next question would be, it would be connected actually with fruits, because now is the season of, for example, strawberries and other berries. And something really interesting happens to us when it's come to summer. I have listened to one yoga person, and he told, if you don't like to drink water, eat it. So please tell me, what is your favorite fruit and why? And I would like to answer this question and to hear the answer from Ksenia.
Hi, everyone. Nice question, thank you. And of course, we have a lot of fruits and we like them. For me, I like exotic fruits. For example, like mango, like ananas, etc. But the most likable fruit for me is, what do you suggest? Please, please give suggestion.
Strawberry, berry, who knows?
Banana, strawberry, cherry. What else?
Watermelon.
Something I will help.
Orange.
Good.
Everybody likes watermelon, arbus.
Okay, thank you. But my favorite, I don't know why, because it's orange. It's always, if I have a bad mood, I buy orange and eat them. It's really helped me. My mood changed in the same way, almost. For example, something negative, a little bit sad, etc. In that moment, I don't know how it happened. Maybe some, I don't know, some special vitamins or different one it influenced on me, and I recommend you to try this advice. Maybe it will help you. And my favorite fruit is orange, but like all of us, we like many fruits, bananas, ananas, strawberry, etc. you mentioned. Thank you.
Thank you, Ksenia, for such optimistic orange answer, I would say. Thank you very much. And my next question would be, what kind of language, not from your country, did you dream to know when you were adult, when you were a child? What language did you want to study when you were a child, which don't belong to your native land and to your country? And I would like this question would answer Mr. Marks, please, if you can.
If I can, of course I can. I'm actually from the United States of America, California. I'm currently living in Japan. The question on the table is a language that I would like to learn or a language that I wanted to learn when I was a boy. Well, truth be told, I'm going to say, for the sake of addressing what Andreas talked about and using the word of the day, character, I'm going to say Chinese. However, Chinese with a poorly dubbed English accent, because I remember as a boy watching Kung Fu movies, and being from California, they were on Channel 5, and in the Kung Fu movies, they were really cool. The characters were cool, the things they did were cool, and I would always learn, like, of course I can speak English, as you can hear, but the fact that I think they spoke Chinese and it was obviously dubbed over with a ridiculous English accent. So I'm like, yo, I want to learn Chinese. So specifically, I guess I'd say Mandarin, right? Maybe Cantonese, but Mandarin. I want to learn Chinese so then I can actually speak Chinese and then have a ridiculous English accent on top of my Chinese. Keep in mind, I'm like 7 years of age at the time. But the characters in the Kung Fu movies were always so appealing to me that as a boy, I thought it would be cool to learn Chinese. So hopefully I'll be able to relate to some of the characters in the movie. Obviously, that's not how it works. You don't learn a language and then dub it over. So this is what I learned in maturation as an adult. But as a boy, I wanted to learn Chinese so I can speak with a dubbed English accent to be like the characters in the Kung Fu movies that I used to watch. Thanks for that question, Tetiana. Back to you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Mars, for this brilliant answer. And my next question would be, it would be about holidays and vacations, because many people like to have vacations, long vacations, short vacations. Other people like to work, and please don't stop because I am just happy when I'm working. For example, Donald Trump in his book just wrote, I don't like to have vacation. For having a vacation, I just need some time to play golf, and that's it. And what about you? How do you think? What is the optimal quantity of days? What is the optimal sum of days in which you would like to be in vacation and not get bored? Please, who wants to answer this question? Raise your hand.
Can I ask? Can I answer?
Sure, of course.
Yeah, it's actually one of my favorite questions, and actually it's one of the reasons why I am a teacher. Because in Ukraine, I don't know about other countries, in Ukraine, teachers have a very really long vacation, 56 days. So just imagine 56 days we have vacation. And the first time I think that it's too much. Oh gosh, what I should do on all this day. But actually we have this vacation only in summer, and usually when you prepare everything after the ending of the school year, the first day, I would say the first 20 days, you just so stuck in all that scheduling, in all that some paperwork, and you are so tired that the first 20 days of vacation, you can't do anything. You just sleep, you just eat, and you just walk because it's the time when you when you really have time to do this, because you don't need to think about some paperwork or something else. And in the last 26 days, I would say, I usually plan some trip. Also, I plan something just to be like to see something and to have time to retire after this, because usually I am also too tired about and a lot of expression goes to say. And maybe at the last 10 days of my vacation, I already started to prepare for another year. Yeah, I begin to switch some to scroll some educational new materials, because every year we started from something very new. And I would say that this 56-day vacations for teachers, it's not a lot. We need to increase them. But it's hard to say that this year, because of wartime, we have only 24 days officially, and I already scared how I will manage to have rest and to have just a few days not to doing anything, because we have a lot of educational projects now, so I am involved in a lot of different process, and I have a feeling that this year I didn't have I don't have a vacation at all. So hope you all have some much more days as I, and believe that and I wish to all of you have at least some rest and to come on in Toastmasters, because Toastmasters usually it's also a kind of rest. Thanks, Tetiana.
Thank you, Lesa. It was very brilliant and very warm answer, and also very true. I confirm that absolutely. And I confirm because I was a teacher for some time, and I know that this is really hard to find yourself after you are talking, and just talking on pairs. And I would like to answer next question. I would like to ask you this question. If you could improve something in your life or in life of other people, what could it be? And I would like to answer this question, Janet Adams. If you could improve something in your life or in life of other people, what could it be?
Thank you, Madam Table Topics Master, and thank you to Mr. Manka and everyone who arranged the educational session today. It was wonderful. It's a pleasure to be with you again. Could I improve? I will have some magic. I will improve many people's lives. I would help everyone to have good food, not food, not snacky food, 3 meals a day. No, to have good food, to be able to go someplace close to their home and to get good, nutritious food for their life every day so that they can be healthy, that they can have protein that they enjoy, they can have vegetables, they can have fruits, maybe now and then a little bit of ice cream or puddings, some dairy if they like dairy, if they can tolerate dairy. But I would love to have the magic to have everybody to have good, nutritious food wherever they are, and it not be a burden for them to purchase the food, and they could have wonderful health and enjoy their health and enjoy each other. That's the magic I would like to have to improve people's lives.
Thank you very much for this wonderful answer. And could we please ask the timer? Do we have some more questions? Time for more questions?
We have a time for another speaker.
Okay, thank you. And I would like to ask you this question. You know that summer, this is a time not only for green vegetables, green leaves, but also for the flowers. Some people may say that your favorite flower may say about your character, maybe even about your dreams. But surely, I'm sure every people like flowers, and whether this is man or woman, it's absolutely show the best presents, like when flowers are at your home or even in your garden. So please answer this question. What is your favorite flower and why? And who wants to answer? Yeah, please, Kevin.
Flowers. Okay, I'll tell you my favorite flower in a minute. But a few things to think about flowers, first of all. Women always seem to love them. But do they like them more than diamonds? That's the question. Because they like diamonds too. So I don't buy them either because I don't know which one would be the best solution for them. Best not to buy them either flowers or diamonds. Now, I've moved to the north of England. It's colder up here. For instance, you've got 29 or 30 degrees in Kyiv at the moment. We're about 16 degrees. Where I used to live, 21 degrees. So can you imagine? The flowers don't thrive so well in the north of England. So I look for the flowers. I look for my favorite flowers. And that goes back. My favorite flower is a rose, whether it's a white rose, a yellow rose of Texas, or a red rose of love. It's the rose is my favorite flower. Now, why is this? Well, for 3 reasons, really. I can think of 2, but I'll find the third one because it works better. The first one is my mum used to grow roses in our garden in North London, Tottenham, which was basically a concrete jungle, but we still had flowers in our front of our house. Lovely flowers she cultivated, roses they were. So I loved roses for that reason. The second reason that I love roses above all other flowers is I'm allergic to every other flower except a rose. I've no idea why. I'm particularly allergic to carnations, but roses, they never seem to affect me. And the third reason, and I did know this reason, the third reason is, of course, the red rose, at least in the UK, is the rose of love. So it wouldn't work in Ukraine because you give 12 red roses to your sweetheart. Now, we all know that in Ukraine, you don't give 12 flowers, except I think it's a funeral. You don't give 12 flowers to anybody. It's wrong. But in the UK, if a lady receives 12 red roses, they know it's a message of love. They know that their partner loves them. Again, I never give flowers or diamonds.
Thank you very much, Kevin, for such astonishing information. It was really, really interesting. And I can say that this is time in which I would like to say all people who are coming here to the stage, I will tell you their names, and you would be having the best speaker for today. And this information to your you would send, or probably you would send to the Alicia Curtis, and you would choose it. You would choose it in
No, Tetiana, they just vote for the best table topic session in a Google form. I already posted in chat, so don't disturb Alicia.
Okay, so I would say that first was about book, about Henryk Sienkiewicz, Vova Ukrainец. Second was Natalia Parubocha with Music for Cats. And then it was Jasmine, Magic o' Money. Then was Eric, Sea or Mountain. Then Xenia with Orange Fruit. Then it was Lesa with Just Wonderful Vacation. And then it was Mr. Marx with Chinese Mandarin language. Then it was actually Janet Adams with Improving the Life. And of course, with wonderful, interesting information, like all participants, it was also Kevin Becks with 12 Red Roses. Dear ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for participation and for your attention.
Thanks, Tetiana, for such different question to all of us. And I would like to ask to the stage Alicia Ketchis, DTM from Australia, and she will evaluate you and our first 6 participants.
Okay, I'm just trying to get, sorry, my frozen.
Yeah, it just loaded, so I think.
Sorry, Zoom just decided to kill me. Can you guys hear me now?
We see you, but we don't see your sharing screen.
Okay, hang on. Let's see if this works now. There we go. Can you guys give me a thumbs up to tell me if you can hear me and see me? All right, fantastic. All right. Thank you so much for having me here tonight and to deliver the table topics session. So the purpose of table topics is, with the evaluation, is to assist the speakers with their impromptu speaking skills and provide direct feedback to the table topics responses that we have heard and to the speakers that have given these. So I'll start with Tetiana, who is our table topics master tonight. She explained the purpose of table topics and introduced the timing elements. This is important, especially if we are new to Toastmasters. So thank you for doing that, Tetiana. I love the questions. They were easy to answer and we got strong, solid responses to all 12 questions today. Thank you for asking questions. I'm sick of hearing with the PPT slides and the spin the wheel crap, okay? I'm sick of seeing that. Let's just ask questions, let's be oratorical, and let's actually ask the questions. So my encouragement to Tetiana is Use this project for level 3 in active listening in Toastmasters in Pathways. This is a speech project in Toastmasters. This is an opportunity for you to get this signed off in Pathways. Second one is think about your location when you're delivering table topics. At the beginning, it was very fragmented. It was hard to understand and the audio kept on cutting out. So have a think about where you're located, especially when you're delivering a major role in Toastmasters. But I love the questions. Everyone was able to get within time and they were easy to understand. So thank you for those questions tonight. We'll start with our first speaker. I couldn't understand his name, so I called him Boba Fett after Star Wars, but it ended up being Vova. So thank you for your favorite book which impacted you or others' lives. Now, I like the fact that Vova confirmed he liked to read books, and he gave us a nice lead into the main part of the story about the liberation, so about the liberation of Ukraine. Now, when I'm looking for improvements for this, think about voice intonation and inviting people in through the power of rhetoric, asking a question, making a statement, having that aha moment. So asking a question or using a statement to engage the audience. I think that would have actually enhanced this presentation further. I like the passion and the reaffirming with a solid ending using the point, reason, example, point method. So he had a point, he gave us a reason for it, he gave us an example, and he reaffirmed with the point. So thank you for that, Vova. Natalie, what kind of music helps you enjoy happiness? Now, Natalie leaped straight into the question and she talked about Britney Spears. My question to her is, why the hell do you like Britney Spears? Because that was definitely something that most of us are just like, oh my gosh. But I have to say, Hit Me Baby One More Time was a pretty good song. I'm going to actually watch it on YouTube after this meeting. With regards to improvement, think about taking some time to launch into the question. I noticed we have a lot of the speakers tonight that went bang, straight into the question, rather than having that time of 5 to 10 seconds to really self-reflect before launching into the question. So that was an automatic response rather than going straight into the question. So think about it. I love the contrast at the end between the Britney Spears, Toastmasters, and then Music for Cats. So I love the humor that she used in between this. So she was really layering in regards to this, and really clever use of grammar technique. I noticed alliteration and the triad use. So congratulations for that, Natalie. Our third speaker was Jasmine. If you had $1 million to be a magician or have a magical talent, future, past, present, future, what would you change? Now, she wanted to use the power of magic for music and deep answer. So she gave us a deep answer. Now, in regards to table topics, I'm going to be quite blunt here. You have to learn how to answer the question. If you don't like the question, juxtapose, which means reverse and go against the question. If you're in a table topics contest, I can promise you, if you go against the question and you answer against the question, you usually actually win the table topics contest because you're actually able to think outside of the square. If you go into a job interview, you have no opportunity. If you don't like the question, you have to learn how to answer it. So what I would suggest is think about how you can go, no, I don't like music, and give your reasons why you hate music. And then that will actually make people laugh and it'll have the entertainment factor. So think about it. You don't have a choice. Just answer the question and juxtapose and go, I hate music. Loved how she used the metaphor to wrap up. So Jasmine, congratulations on wrapping up with the metaphor. Our fourth speaker was Eric. Which option would you like to see, mountains or the sea? Now, he did what all Toastmasters do when they're experienced. He repeated the question and he responded with mountains as it provides highs and lows. And I really love the way he answered this question tonight. This was really an abstract way of delivering. Now, in regards to improvement, this response had a lot of opportunity for gestures. For example, the highs and the lows, or the consistency of the wave. So I would have loved to have seen him explore with using the gestures. Again, what I loved about this presentation was the abstract feel and response to the questions about having life of highs and lows, and whereas the ocean is an in and on, and it's just consistent. There's nothing fun about it. You don't have a high, you don't have the peaks and the valleys to actually have that contrast. So thank you for that, Eric. Our final speakers, Ksenia. What is your favorite fruit and why? Now, Ksenia was a bit confused by the question, but she ended up talking about oranges, and you could tell that she was very passionate about the oranges. Now, in regards to this, have a think, this is where I'm saying about have a think about the 5 to 10 second rule before launching into the table topic. Because at the beginning, Ksenia said, hello, everyone, and I love fruit. Personally, we don't really care. Think about your question, think about being creative, think about your actual word pictures, because fruit it's a bowl, it's a color, it's a salad. If you think about it, fruit can take you in many different directions, the color, the artistry of fruit. And I would have loved to have seen descriptive words of the fruit itself. You know, you've got your sweet, your sour, your bitterness. How can we actually create that beautiful picture in our mind to take us in that beautiful way of salivating here on the screen with you? And it was interesting how Ksenia invited the audience to participate, and then she bookended at the end with the point of liking oranges. Congratulations, Ksenia, and you finally got there at the end. And our final speaker is CJ Marks. What language did you want to study as a child? Now, again, he used the old Toastmaster technique of answering the question and repeating the question. Absolutely love the enthusiasm, and he built himself up in layers to get himself to the end. So use point, reason, example, point, the prep or the Oreo method. Again, this is an opportunity to use gestures. Kung Fu, you know, you could have actually really made this to life. I would have loved to have seen the gestures come to life on the screen tonight. Now, in regards to praise, use the prep method. He used the prep method and he invited the storytelling aspect of the Kung Fu movies with the dubbed English accent for the Chinese language. It would have been interesting to have heard that on the screen. That is my role as the Table Topics Evaluator for 1 to 6 and also for the Table Topics Master. I'm going to hand conduct of the meeting back to our Toastmaster of the day, Alicia.
Thanks, Alicia, for such a great presentation of all we can teach further. And now I would like to ask the second table topic evaluator for today, Kazumi Vatanabe, yet to evaluate our 7th, 8th, and 9
participants. 8 to 10. Okay.
The last.
My understanding is from Callie and Kevin. No, it's okay. The 6th speaker, Caliph, and the 7th, 8th, 9th. My understanding is that. Is it okay?
Yeah. All that still last. I mean, Alicia ends with CJ, so you have another 3.
Oh, another. Okay. So 7, 8, 9, 3 speakers is okay. Oh, okay. Thank you very much, Liasa, and I'd like to. I'm so honored to evaluate 3 speakers. And Liasa, thank you very much for talking about the vacations. I really love your facial expressions. You are talking about the vacation. Wow, how missing you are vacation for a long time. But you are so organized too. Very methodical story. And you pointed out the 3 points and the scheduling. And the second one is sleep, walk, eat, whatever. So no paperwork. You look very happy. And the third one is educational preparation for the next term. Wow, you are very serious, great teacher. I really want you to teach me. Okay. And if you are specifically the place where you want to go, and for instance, in the past, you spend some place and how you were happy. So that made you want to go to the vacation, or the reason why vacation makes you happy. If you share that part of entertainment part, maybe your speech would be a little bit more attractive, but it's already so wonderful. I really enjoyed your speech and you with your beautiful smile. Thank you very much. And Janet, thank you so much. You're straight to the answer and very logical, and you are very, very kind person, and you are so educational suggestions you gave us. Thank you so much. And yes, exactly. The food makes what you are. Yes, I totally agree with you. And nutritious food is very important. And I really wanted to know what made you think that way? Maybe your experience, children or people around you are missing some kind of nutritious opportunities. So what about sharing your delicious food? How to make your wonderful specialty or something like that? I really appreciate that. And your your message is great because you said with great food, you can enjoy life. Yes, totally agree with you. Your strong message is reached to my heart very deeply. Thank you so much. And last but not least, Kevin, I like your speech. Flowers, your way of starting the story is so philosophical. And Rose, yes, I love too, but I can't tell why love attracts me. But you, very precisely, 3 reasons. Your mom, yes, mom influenced you a lot. And second one is so interesting because you are allergic to flowers, but not except roses. Why? You don't know why. And the second one is message of love. I really want you to share your love story regarding to the rose. Yes. And logical and persuasive. And at the end of the story, I really want to buy rose immediately after your speech. And if you, with a smile, when you talk about roses, maybe you enhance your speeches. But anyway, I really enjoy your life, enjoy your story. Thank you very much. Over to you.
And as you see, also we all, Kevin is our today the best table topic speaker. So congratulations, Kevin. Actually, flowers was the most impeccable topic for today. Also, thanks to Kazumi for such a wonderful evaluation as well. And now it's time to hear our Grammarian's report. So, Nataly, Parubocha, what about our today's character and character?
What about character? I will start with the winner of using this word of the day and just try to guess who's the winner with. I think you know because let's say you were cheated a bit, but you used it at least 6 times, I guess. I think at least 5 times. So congratulations. However, there were the other participants who used the word of the day. Of course, it was Andrzej at least 2 times because it is the part of the topic. So that is why Andrzej used it. Thank you very much. And it was CJ as well. No grammar mistakes, that using the word of the day. And I'm not sure about the others, including me, participating twice, but without using the word of the day. However, I invite you to use it in the real life, I mean, outside of Toastmasters as well. Okay, let's move on to our mistakes. Let's start with, it doesn't have to be, it's just a technical mistake, however it is. That's what I was talking about, just relax and concentrate and you won't have that mistakes. It doesn't have to be. Then about pronunciation, not determine but determine, not murder but murder, not character but character. Okay, then not impact but impact. There was a phrase, what would you change? What would you choose? Because that was the context was, what would you choose, music or money? Not what would you change. It's just a technical mistake, but please be careful to what you are saying. I would like you to answer this question. I would like to put this question to you. I would like to answer this question to you. I would like to put this question to you. That was, there's more sophisticated option to direct a question to someone. And you know what, that's it. I would like to thank everyone for using the grammar in a more sophisticated way. And I would like to thank to everyone who used the word of the day. and giving the stage, passing the stage to our master of the day. I mean Toastmaster, Alicia.
Thanks, Nataly. And as you all see, our timer, Nataly Baliuk, she already posted the time for table topic session. I haven't seen her now with us, so maybe she has some mistakes. But as I saw, all our table topic evaluators were on time, so we just a little bit of our agenda scheduling. So now it's time to make some closing remarks, and I want to ask to our VP Education of ArtTalkers, Anna Martinova, say her closing remarks, and then we go to Eric, Helwell, and to our after party. Anna?
Yes, hello everyone. I would like to thank everyone for coming, for joining us today, for showing your support. Thank you very much, ladies, for Ukrainian flags on your backgrounds. This is really a great emotional support for us. Thank you, Andrzej, for your fabulous workshop on storytelling. Regarding the stories and their power, I would like to mention that you know, Russian mouthpieces of propaganda are sad because they do not have really great stories. And we Ukrainians have. These are stories about Chernobyl airport, about Russian warship, about heroic defense of Azovstal, about our victory on Eurovision. So we really have these great stories, and we have something to tell to the world. Thank you very much for coming, for being with us. Thank you for your support, and we all believe in our victory. Thank you.
Thanks, Anna. Yeah, I like feel it again, all our victories. Yeah, and we're still waiting for the main victories. About our next meeting, actually, we are still not arranged online meetings. We need to discuss with our officers team of 2 clubs and with members how often we need now have online meetings, because we already tried to resume in-person meeting, and actually tomorrow we will have another in-person meeting official in Kyiv, and we hope everything will be goes all, but we still are connected with all of you in social media pages, in different other levels. So I think we will be in touch further, and I will post all information as soon as we arrange everything and schedule everything. For those who are interested about video recordings, I put in on our YouTube channel and also give links in our social media. And now I just ask our Eric Helwell just to close the meeting and to adjourn for all of us.
Okay, great. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you, everybody. A lot of great contributions from all over. And again, I really love the way the clubs, the 2 clubs have come together here and putting on a good collection of ideas from both sides and during this time. And, you know, it's a good statement of Ukrainian resilience and resourcefulness, how to get things continually functioning and working under adverse situations. So I think everybody appreciates all the hard work going into this. So I don't know that there's a lot left for me to say. Do you want to do a picture here, a final photo? I think we had so many from before. This won't tell the full story, but I think it gets, why don't we all put on our cameras if we can here for one last final photo.
I always cheat a little bit during the meeting, and then I put all our faces on one top, and it will be near 30 or 35, so don't worry. But now it's a good chance to have all smiles.
Okay, let's all get some smiles, and then we'll have the photoshopped final one after from Alicia.
Yeah, I think it's
okay.
Good.
Is it good? All right. Well, with that done here, the official meeting is now closed, and please hang around if you want to chit chat about anything a little bit after. Thank you all.
Thank you.
Thanks for having me, everybody. Enjoyed it so much. I really wanted to answer the question about flowers because my mother loved flowers. She had a garden, and I'm way out in the Caribbean from Trinidad and Tobago. And we have a lot of tropical flowers and so on. But my favorite is the pui, which at this time of the year is flourishing in Trinidad and Tobago. You see them all around the savannas, and imagine seeing it in the early morning with the bright sunlight. And sometimes when the flowers fall, they create a carpet, as you can see in this picture here. And so that's my favorite flower. And, you know, it reminds me so much of my mother. There's orchids and ginger lilies, tropical flowers. So, but I missed it answering the question.
The Caribbean has such beautiful flowers. Every time I've been there, you've got all the beautiful air from the sea and plenty of moisture usually, and that they just thrive. Yeah, it's incredible stuff.
Definitely.
Actually, it's always we have this picture when the last question. Still there are people who wanted to answer. Yeah, I also saw a hand from Claudia. Claudia, your table topic session about flowers. It's also missed.
Yeah, I also wanted to answer that question, but I'm sure I will be able to answer something else on next
time.
Next time, yeah. I just wanted to know if you meet, how often do you meet, and you know, what is all the arrangements for this? Because it's my first time, so I'm not really sure, but I really liked it.
Oh, thanks, Claudia. Usually in Ukraine, we have like ArtTalkers, they meet every Saturday and Dnipro fields every Sunday. But because of war, we should schedule it another, like another plan. And now we have one online meetings per 2 weeks. But you should like direct me or join any of our social media and you will have another post. Because now we resume our in-person meetings, so it can be not like we try to have in-person meeting at least once per week on Saturday or on Sunday, and we will see how much we need online meetings as well. So you should just be in touch with us and give me maybe your contact. I can put you in email our also reminding. So. Just be in touch.
Of course, I will do. And your social media is on the chat?
Yeah. It's all Facebook, Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, YouTube, everything you want, everything you can. Also website, email. So
okay, thank you so much.
And of course, when this war's over, by the way, just come to Kyiv and visit the club. That's the answer, isn't it? And then you can the in-person meetings is so much better.
Actually,
thank you very much. I have to drop off. Thank you very much for inviting me. Really great meeting, and see you later. Thanks. Bye.
Andrew, thank you very much.
Thank you, Andrew.
Andrew already.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Jasmine, for coming.
Thank you.
And I invite you to our next meeting, to Polish Club. We will celebrate only 1 year. We are very new club, and yes, hard work, yes, to establish the first Polish-Ukrainian club.
Oh yeah.
We speak Polish and Ukrainian.
Where would you be based normally in person?
We have hybrid meeting. We have online and in Warsaw.
Warsaw, okay.
Yes, we met in Warsaw. Yes, we established this club. Okay, thank you, sir. Cultural experience.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
so much. Bye, dear.
Welcome again.
Bye. See you again.
Bye.
See you.